Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is going to be how to purchase or how to pick out a lipless crankbait and things to look out for when you're trying to make a purchase on some, things to look out for, things to consider, things like that. So before we get started, make sure hit that like button and the subscribe button. Ring the notification bell, helps the channel out a ton. I don't have to tell you guys how much I appreciate you. You guys know I'm super thankful for everything you guys do, so very thankful. So let's go ahead and get this started, that way this video doesn't end up taking too long. First, we'll start with some colors I keep, and I'll do a little bit of why I kind of keep them, when I keep them, or when I'll use them. Not too much why, but a little bit of why. So first we'll start with the Riot Baits reactor in the sultry shad. You can see it, the stupid light. It's not reflective. It's shining a little bit because of the light, but there is no chrome or anything like that. These come with awesome terminal tackle from the factory. I add oval line ties. I recommend you do that. They are definitely the way to go. They're hard to beat. But no, I'm super impressed, super happy with the Raptor. Yeah, these Riot really hit it out of the park with these. So again, this is the Raptor. You can hear the one knocker. You can also hear the BBs. That's kind of your standard lipless crankbait sound. The one knockers are something that's kind of new. Older lipless were only really just rattles. The BBs, like that, didn't really have the one knockers. This is a newer thing, and I'm a fan of one knockers. I really like them. I like the deeper thuds. Here's a regular Strike King Red Eye Shad. This is like a spare. I've had this before the reactor actually came, or the Raptor, not reactor. I've had this actually since like way before the Raptor came out. So I mean, I'm obviously not just gonna throw it away. That's not what I'm gonna do. So, but here's the thing. We'll get into hooks for a second. You can see the Raptor comes with EWGs. The Red Eye Shad comes with round bends, and they are short shank, I think. Yeah, I think so. But that's something to consider if you're fishing this with EWGs and fish are short striking it. They're not getting the hooks. Swap them out. Put some round bends on there, like this one, and that should help. Because whenever they short strike it, those hook tips are bent in on EWG. It helps keep them pinned. They get locked in, or locked on them hooks. Hard for them to get off. But sometimes they short strike and they just don't get the hooks. So switch to a round bend. You can either take the time, switch them out. You can have another one of these with round bends. In this instance, I just have one of these. I just kept round bends on, and if I feel like I want to throw round bends, I might throw that, or I might just switch them. Just kind of depends. Here's a 3/4 ounce, so this is a lot heavier. It's also a Strike King Red Eye Shad. It's got, okay, that's not rust down here. That is like, it's an orange tint that they have on the bait itself. On the camera makes it look like it's all rusted, but it's not. That's kind of funny. But this is a see-through bait, as you can see. It is very translucent. You can see my finger through it. Again, BBs plus the one knockers. Always a good thing. Here's the real deal, though. If you're budget minded, I mean, I obviously recommend the Raptor over all of these because I've really had good luck with the Raptor and super happy with them. But if you are on a budget, you don't have much money to spend, and you want to get into the lipless game for not a lot of money, these cotton cordell super spots are really good for the money. Only problem is you're going to have to invest in hooks, and the split rings are really bad. So you're going to have to replace terminal tackle. So by the time you buy hooks and split ring pliers and split rings, you're going to end up having more money in these than you would if you just went and bought the reactor. Not reactor, the Raptor. Sorry, I'm mainly a square bill person, so the reactor is the square bill, so it's kind of weird for me to be talking crankbaits, but I'm not, I don't talk a lot about lipless. I fish them a lot, but I don't really talk about them a whole lot. Anyways, the cotton cordell super spot, it cannot be overlooked, but just beware if you already have replacement terminal tackle and things like that. These are totally worth it. But if you're looking to get into it on a budget, I don't recommend it because you need to change them out. They come with really bad brass hooks. I don't even have one with them because that's just, no, you don't want them. But anyways, I recommend just getting the Raptor. It comes better, and by the time you spend the money on your split ring pliers and your hooks and your split rings, you're going to have more money in this than you will a Raptor. But it's a natural color. That's the theme with these. I had the 3 shads, two being solid, one being a transparent bait. This one is a solid, but it's like a bass color. Super spot. This is like one of the originals. The original is the Bill Lewis rattle trap, but you can hear it's all BBs. There's no like big heavy one knockers in it, you know. So natural colors and shad, mainly shad. I don't really keep a lot of brim and bluegill type colors. Usually just shads. Here's where lipless crankbaits really shine for me. Chrome and gold when it comes to lipless crankbaits is where I feel it's like the crankbait version of a spinnerbait. You know, you have a spinnerbait and you throw either your gold blades or your silver blades or painted blades, but you know you're throwing either the gold or the silver or nickel blades for a reason. That's the thing. Here's a chrome Raptor. You can see that just reflecting the light. I mean, these are great. A chrome or silver lipless crankbait is a must. You throw this on a sunny day and some stained water on a sunny day. That is where the lipless crankbait shines for me. Again, like I said, it's almost like the crankbait equivalent of a spinnerbait, in my opinion. And in my experience, that kind of holds pretty true. Big fan of real flashy ones. This is a gold. This is a Strike King Red Eye Shad in gold. You can see the gold reflecting. It's the same thing as that 3/4 ounce. There's the one knocker. This thing is ancient, actually. It's not ancient compared to the one I'm getting ready to show you, which is a bonus. But this thing is old. This is the first lipless crankbait I ever bought in like probably 8th grade, maybe freshman year of high school. It was a long time ago. But get some silvers or chromes. Try and get a gold one if you can. Gold, I like gold. Chrome is my favorite. When it comes to spinnerbaits, I'm more of a gold person, but when it comes to lipless, I'm more of a chrome or a nickel. It's a chrome, but in the spinnerbait world, it's a nickel, so I'm saying nickel because I compared it to a spinner bait. This is a live target bait ball. This has got some chrome in it, not a ton. It's pretty subtle. You can see it's on the fins of the little fish on there. These things are cool. Big fan of these. These put off a ton of vibration, are super loud. It's a dense, really dense sound. It's a dense sound, which I really do like. It's dense in the same way that these are kind of dense, but this just has an incredible volume. If you're fishing out of an aluminum boat, once this thing gets anywhere near the boat, you can hear it actually rattling through the boat. If it's an aluminum John boat or something. These are cool. I do like these. I don't throw this one very much, but it is cool. Usually when I'm throwing one, I'm a big fan of the Raptor again. I like the chartreuse belly it's got. I find that to be pretty effective. But the chrome is just killer. I guess if I was in some like real clear water, I might throw this one. This might be where it shines. Very clear, maybe just light stain on a sunny day. This is old. This isn't even mine. This is actually my dad's. Ironically, my dad doesn't even bass fish. I stole this out of his tackle box in probably 6th grade. This is an old Super Spot, probably, or yeah, Cotton Cordell Super Spot. I know the camera won't pick this up, but it says it. Well, maybe it will. It says it right there on the belly, right there. Super Spot. This is old. This is like from the 90s, I believe. That's what the Super Spots used to sound like, and this is what they sound like now. The original, the new ones. So they are different. I caught a ton of fish on this thing. I just keep it around in the tackle box just to show people, and I like to look at it because it reminds me of them. But yeah, I won't fish it ever. You know, I'll end up putting it up one day, but it is cool. That's a hard color to beat. That blue, greenish back and the chrome, it's a good color. That's kind of like, for the same reason I like the chrome with the chartreuse belly. Kind of the same effect there, different colors. Seems to be equally as effective. Again, these are chartreuse. This is the chartreuse powder blue back. Really like this color in a lot of crankbaits. It's a Raptor. Chartreuse shad, same as the square bill I've got, square bills I have, still Raptor. If you have not seen the 3 new baits for this year that I'm super excited for, you need to go watch that, but this may or may not be in that video. This is a brand, oh, now it shows up. See that red in it? Yeah, remember that red, how deep that red is. Because in my 3 new baits video, it doesn't show up. And I was kind of frustrated. But see that red and then orange? Yeah, it's like a color shift. These things are nasty. I'm super pumped for this. This is a brand new color from Riot. The Raptor came out about a year ago. Yeah. Well, it was a little bit over. I don't know, it probably was about a year. It's probably pretty close, actually. If I had to guess, actually, it's probably a couple weeks away from being a year, now that I think about it. But this is a new color, though. This just came out not that long ago. So, super excited to have this. Very excited. I love craw colored crankbaits, especially lipless and square bills. That's where they shine for me. And in here is a craw color Super Spot. This one's also got some EWGs I've put on it. But that's about it. That's really kind of all I keep. I'd like to expand a little bit more into my natural colors. But it's not like square bills. You don't have silence, you don't have rattles, you don't have really different kinds of rattles. I mean, the only variation you have is really just like the Super Spot versus the Raptor. It's all high-pitched BBs, loud, or BBs and one knocker, loud. It's not like the variants. Man, those are sharp. I mean, that was just, I grabbed it like this to shake it, and I couldn't even get it off of my hand. It was just sticking. That's how sharp those hooks are. Those are the hooks that come with it. That is stupid sharp for stock hooks. Just saying. But no, you can keep them pretty simple though. Get some chromes, something with some flash. Think of it like a spinnerbait. And whenever you're trying to pick them out, you know, cloudy day, stained water, gold, clear water, or not cloudy days, but stained water, gold, less stain, chrome, or nickel in spinnerbait terms. Can't go wrong with a shad color and a lipless for me. Definitely can't go wrong in a craw color. Chartreuses are great to have too, especially this one. I like the subtlety. It's still a shad, obviously shad, but it has just a hint of chartreuse. But sometimes this is what it takes, especially when they're aggressive. Nice part about lipless crankbait is it's the tight wobble that they have. They're not erratic. They literally just wobble like this through the water. Obviously faster, but they're loud, they're rambunctious, they're meant to be deflected off of rock and big stumps and things like that. Not something you want to throw in the middle of a laydown. These are meant to also be ripped through grass, almost like a chatterbait. So again, we're not really going to get too in depth to that, but I did kind of want to give a little bit on how to fish them, or like where, not really how, but where. But again, we will have videos on lipless crankbaits here coming up next couple months. Really shouldn't even be that long. Well, probably about 2 months tops. I'm hoping. I'm shooting for 2, maybe 3 months. So again, thank you guys. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell. It helps out and I appreciate it. That does it for today's video. Thank you guys. God bless.